in one more. It might be super short. It might end up being 18 more videos, but it's not. But yeah, it could be super short actually. But it could be, another 10 minutes. It could be super short. Honestly, like less than 2 minutes. You know what I mean? But it could be long. So who cares? But either way, I was just thinking. And honestly, it's like I said, it's kind of hot, dog. So it's like, yo, but it's horrible. But honestly, I'm gonna tell you this. I would love to just wear all shirts like this. One, this is a great size for me. You know what I'm saying? I love this. And like even just wear it like this. I mean, like this is beautiful, but it just happens like it's a lot more. And I put it back on because when I go inside, it's like the AC's on inside, so it's like cold inside, but it's like hotter out here. I mean, so it's funny, but yeah, like damn, it'd be cold as heck in there, but it'd be like somewhat hot as a motherfucker out here. But either way, just for the most part, and just this has to do with the body game. I mean, so this could be a little bit long because sometimes I talk a little bit kind of slow, or like not even slow. I just kind of take a while to get to what the heck I'm even what the point is. You know what I mean? So, so I can see this being about 8 minutes, but one thing about it is I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's called the body game, and for the most part, I don't really get out that much and all that kind of stuff, and beyond getting out that much. But beyond all that, just yeah. But the whole thing about the body game, the funny thing is, like, I don't know if it's just like I'm just seeing stuff. I'm like, am I just? Sometimes I be thinking, I'm like, am I just seeing stuff myself, or is it what it is? You know what I mean? But sometimes, like, sometimes I notice it on the camera, like when I like stretch something like that, I'll notice it. But even beyond notice it, sometimes I'll notice it when I'm like looking back at the video. I mean, I'm like, damn, like what the fuck? I didn't notice I was doing that, but it's like it might be like a flex or something. I'm like, damn, this nigga, like, damn, like, I don't know. They could be talking about you with the body game, but obviously I'm not just gonna try to be like what's it called? They call it like I think it's called deflecting closes, or like deflection, or like I don't know what the other word is, but just deflection. Like for instance, like the bigger the more so bigger, not super baggy, the more so see like that, but the more so bigger clothes kind of I like them because they are kind of like deflecting, they're not like bringing like attention to my body or even like that, so it's more modest. You know what I mean, but like for instance, it would be hot, so I'm not just gonna be burning the fuck up. I mean, one thing for one thing, and then also I'm not just gonna just fucking not work out. I mean, just to not not draw some type of attention. It's like attraction. I mean, or like not eat healthy. I mean, so I'm not gonna go out of my way to fucking not look a certain way. I mean, like I wouldn't say I go out of my way to look a certain way either, but I'm not gonna go out of my way not to look a certain way either. So, but I would just say I might. The body game might apply to me, and it might be more so now because I'm doing this, so I'm able to be alone and stuff like that, and get in my zone. It's kind of like Ron Wilson. I'll say him again too, but he say he's introverted, but a lot of introverts, there's a girl who has a channel too. I forget her name, but like Melissa or something. But a lot of people with YouTube channels can be introverts. So introverts introverts can actually tend to, be very talkative, very quiet in a lot of situations, and introversion, and because you're quiet. One person was like, "Oh, I can tell you're shy." I'm not shy at all. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say not at all, but if you just see me about, you might get the impression I'm shy, but I'm not really shy at all. I just, for the most part, in a lot of settings, I don't like to really like, socialize and like talk a lot. I mean, it's like some say I'm just be, very, quiet, but extremely. I mean, like one girl was like, "You're too quiet." Like, sure, but it's like, yeah, it's just, but I could definitely talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I hear one thing about introverts is that it's typically the instance they usually are very talkative, but it's like to not just certain people, but it might be certain people, but also it's not even about certain people, but it just might be like about just topics they enjoy talking about, you know. So they're not just talkative, just be talkative, but like if they have like a topic that they're really into, they can go on for hours. You know what I mean, so it's funny, but yeah. So that's all I really wanted to say. Mm. So this video somewhat short, but somewhat long too. But you know, it's still kind of in the mid range, you know, straight up. So like you know, more so. I don't know what range it will be in, but that's about it. You know, well, I might go on a little bit, but just the whole body game thing, like, um, yeah, I think you know, just from observation of being, you know, kind of introspective, you know, not introverted, but introspective. I mean, it's like just I can see that being the case, you know, and for the most part, I really do, you know, appreciate my own body. So that's like one thing. You know, I'm just confident in the sense of even when it comes like just down to it, like you know, I'll send the girl, you know, pictures of my body, like you know, like easily. And I think you know, I'm not gonna say all that, but but nah, I'll send the girl, you know, pictures of my body, you know, like I love to do that, but I don't do it that much. I really don't do it that much, just because I just don't want to, you know, overdo it, honestly. But also just I don't really, you know, I like to kind of like, you know, do it in like a certain way too, like you know, like certain times and stuff, and then just like I said, just not too much, but also just like you know, I send her pictures of my I'm seeing myself, and I really, you know, think it's, you know, attractive. I mean, so it's like where I mean, so. But for the most part, um, mm, it's just like yeah. I can see I'm definitely a part of the body game, but also like I'm also really like you know for the most part pretty modest. I like to be modest. I mean, so especially like when I go out, like if you see me out, it's like you're not really gonna you might not notice my body like that because one reason you know even like my uncle JD, my uncle he was like um for instance what's his name he was like yeah on the field you know what's his name like a beast who was it he was talking about like I think it was Des Bryant because he seen him one time you know and just like football players and stuff like you know like what's it called for instance like who is it like even like I hear that about like Kevin Garnett and stuff. Not Kevin Garnett, what's his name? Kevin Durant, but you know like some people like for instance he's seen I would say a wide receiver, you know, like just at like a hotel or whatever. He was like he had like regular clothes on. He looked like me and you, like you know what I'm saying, but like. Yeah, you don't see my body either, but you know what I'm saying. But he just like you know, he's just like he don't look like you know he's like super like he don't look like he's like that like you know fit. I mean something like that. But like you know when he gets on the field, it's like damn, he's a force to be reckoned with. I mean, so it's like sometimes when you wear certain stuff, it's like doesn't really like show um, what you're gonna have. So that's even what my mother says. She's like, show your not your body, but show your body. Like, you know, she thinks I really like fitted stuff and shit like that. I'd be like wanting more. I don't want too big. Like you know, I used to wear like you know how like early 2000s stuff. We were into like the you know what do they call it again? Like tall tees. You know, like the super big stuff. But I'm not really into super big stuff. I like you know it to be more so bigger than you know. I'm not into the fitted stuff, but I wear it because like I have it, but I don't really. And I don't even really get most of my clothes like you know. I just got like some like the orange and white shirt. I got that from my other uncle. Like you know, he gave me some stuff, so I just kind of you know wore that. But and then my mom, like you know, she usually gets me a lot of clothes too. So you know, that's one thing I want the girl to do. You know, just like she just take care of me in a sense too. Like I'm like for instance, I hear that about someone. They might have been tourist men, but something like just like you know, he's like very you know. He goes out and get it, but like you know when he comes home, he like wants you to like you know take care of him in a sense. You know? So it's funny, but yeah. And I'm not ashamed of that at all. Like I don't, you know, really shop for my own clothes because like I don't really, I kind of told this one dude I was like, oh, I got it from Marshalls. I don't know where I got it. My mom got it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't really. It's not like it's not unmanly to go shopping, but I don't really think it's like you know like a real man how you know that's like a fucking you know like a staple of a real man. You know like. Enjoy shopping and you know like you know what I'm saying so it's like yeah it don't make you less of a man if you want to shop but it's like it don't make you like you know that's not really like you know like that doesn't make you any less of a man if you don't shop either it's like come on really you know what I'm saying like, sure. So yeah I'm just saying I mean I'm just saying so, hey, I'm out though alright it was a long one too but I'm out though one